Hi everyone, it's me, Willow, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm sorry for the horizontal video today, but I just got out of Lisa Frankenstein, and oh my god, I thoroughly enjoyed the movie. The ad campaign I wasn't a big fan of. I remember back in like November, I think, or it could have been October, and I was seeing Saltburn and I saw the trailer for Lisa Frankenstein for the first time. And I literally laughed at my friend with me and I thought, oh my god, this looks terrible. I was like, why are they putting this movie out now? And then obviously it makes sense. They put it out at Valentine's Day and I think it was a great release. Right now it's really dry in the movie realm. We just had Argyle come out, which was a very big disappointment for a lot of people, disappointment for the movie industry, I'd say. And besides that, nothing really else has come out. It's been repeat stuff in the movies. I know, I think it's Anyone But You, the Valentine's Day editions just came out for Valentine's Day. But besides that, like, what else is there to see? So I went and saw Lisa Frankenstein for only $5 because Cineplex has $5 Tuesdays right now in February. So honestly, such a steal. The theater was practically empty. I think there was like maybe 10 people in there, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. I have weird feelings about Catherine Newton just because sometimes her acting style, I don't always vibe with it, but I really do enjoy her in The Society. I thought she was great in that TV show, that one season. Unfortunately, I've kind of fell off Marvel, so I have not seen Ant-Man Quantum Realm, which I know she was in. She was playing Scott Lang's older daughter, Cassie. They recasted Cassie. But besides that, she's been in a couple other things that I'm not sure if I've seen, but I thought she was incredible in this movie. I really got vibes from Pretty in Pink, Heathers, lots of 80s kind of like slashers. Also got vibes from Pearl because Pearl was very inspired by classic movies, slasher movies, and it had the prominent of the axe, which was also a very prominent image used in Lisa Frankenstein. Also, I really enjoyed Cole Sprouse. I feel like he hasn't ventured out into the movie space so much, and now that he's done on Riverdale, I think it's great that he's able to explore different roles, especially because this was such a limited speaking role that he really got to utilize his body acting and kind of like his all his non-vocal acting abilities. And I think that's great because he's been in the industry for so long. Obviously he was on Friends, he did that Adam Sandler movie, he did Riverdale, he did Sweet Life, all that stuff. And I think it's great that he's finally getting to expand. Like, I feel like he's like, obviously with Riverdale he kind of changed the persona that he was playing compared to that kid, but it's still stuck in kind of like this Disney child teen world, whereas I definitely think with some of the jokes that are featured in Lisa Frankenstein, this is for a more mature audience. And both Catherine and Cole's acting abilities are incredible. When I first saw this movie trailer, I thought this was a streaming movie, and honestly it will do incredible on streaming. I really do think once it gets on, it was Focus Features, so I don't know what streaming service that would go on. I'd have to remember. I'd have to Google who owns Focus Features, but I'm really impressed by this blockbuster movie. I'm glad that I got to go to the movies. I think the movies right now are really struggling, and I think if you can go, you should go see the movies like when they come out. Obviously if you have to wait till streaming, that's okay, but I think this movie will do great on streaming because it will see a much bigger audience, because I don't think a lot of people are going to go see this, unfortunately, in the movies. Besides how funny it is, I think the costuming and the set design is incredible. It also really reminded me of Edward Scissorhands, kind of like that suburban dystopia, like it's real but like almost not real neighborhood type thing. Very similar. I had very similar vibes, especially with the house, like the family house. It's like this pastel pink. kind of in this neighborhood where everybody's not actually paying attention. Like there's this one scene where Lisa's getting attacked when she first meets Cole's character, and the neighbors hear her scream, they're looking at her screaming, but they're actually not paying attention whatsoever. So it just really shows you that like suburban dystopia type Stepford Wives environment almost. So I really enjoyed that as well. And just like the costumes, I love costumes. I thought it was such a brilliant late 80s film with all the costumes. Really reminded me of Pretty in Pink, some of Catherine's outfits in the movie, especially the hat that she wears. And yeah, I thought Cole's outfits for his showing that he was born, I think it was the 18th century, and like that's when he died, so like his outfit that he wears is really representative of that. And then when he gets a makeover, it's representative of like the grunge 80s going into the 90s. And I think it's a really brilliant movie. It's like only an hour and 45 minutes long and very small cast. We have the guy, he's the father from Stranger Things, he's in it as well. He's typecast, plays the exact same character, but I thought he was great. I thought the girl who played Taffy was awesome. She was really wholesome, always stuck on Lisa's side, even though she was an oddball, and I'm glad that she made it to the end. She was kind of like the final girl, I guess you can say, and she really does kind of fit into that final girl thing, besides like obviously she was the cheerleader who had sex all the time, which I guess isn't always the final girl. But I also, what else? Honestly, it was just such a good movie. I thought the lady who played, I feel bad because I know who she is, but I can't remember what her actress's name is. I'll probably like put it down here. But she was great as Janet, and I love that they used the "damn it, Janet" line. I cracked up. I was the only one who cracked up, and I was like, guys, come on, we got the Rocky Horror reference at the most perfectly timed spot too. And obviously Lisa's character would totally be into Rocky Horror, so it just fit perfectly. I don't know, I feel like there's the right audience for this movie, and only certain people will get it, other people will not get it, because Catherine does a very exuberant character, and I just loved it. I thought it was so good. I thought she was so funny. Everything. I'm very, very proud of this script. The Jennifer Bodies scriptwriter, I believe it's the same lady, so I'm glad that she's still writing after, you know, kind of the industry didn't give Jennifer Bodies its flowers when it deserved. Obviously that's kind of turned into a camp cult classic, and I really feel like Lisa Frankenstein kind of fits in the same vibe. And congratulations, Zelda, on your directorial debut. Wow, like wow, for a directorial debut, this is incredible. Obviously it kind of does have that small scale in a sense, which I really enjoyed, like with the limited cast members, and we went through, like we rotated through the same sets, which I also kind of enjoyed too. And so that kind of shows the smaller scale of her directorial debut. But besides that, just like the ambiance, the aesthetic, the production design, the costume design, the level of actors that she got, so proud of her, so proud of Zelda. Hey guys, sorry for this quick jump cut. I just got home and wanted to add a couple more things to this film review before I wrapped it up, because obviously I couldn't remember everything in the initial review. So I wanted to say that I really liked the opening credits as well. I thought it was great and a quick way to establish Cole's Frankenstein's backstory. I also thought it was great that they showed him playing piano, so when they brought it up later, when he plays it when Janet's home, and then also when he plays Can't Fight This Feeling with Lisa, so it brings us back. We learn a little bit about him, and then we get to, it actually comes to fruition. We see it, and then we learn about it, and it finally happens. So I really liked that. It also, the stylistic aspect of the opening credits reminded me a lot of Tim Burton's Vincent. So I kind of forgot to mention the whole Gothic aspect of this movie. Obviously, it's taking relations with Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, Lisa Frankenstein, kind of taking the same title. Obviously, it's a more modern adaptation compared to Frankenstein, but it's set in the 80s, which I love that, and it takes so many Gothic elements, like the Frankenstein aspect. The opening credits really relate to Tim Burton's Vincent, which is very Gothic as well. I feel like they joke about Edgar Allan Poe and being a goth and just being like an alternative person in the 80s, which is also very Gothic. So I love the Gothic elements in it. One of the Gothic elements and kind of like film elements as well, which I really enjoyed, was it was kind of like this film noir silence film scene after Lisa gets drugged with PCP. She ends up going to the graveyard and she has this like fantasy of her and Frankenstein, and she ends up being a rendition of the classic film version of Frankenstein's Bride, or The Bride of Frankenstein, sorry. So she has her hair all done up, which is also very similar to the opening credits, how Cole's Frankenstein's first love before he passed away was this woman with this like hair updo, and she also had like a white gown on, same as the Bride of Frankenstein. So I really like that. It all plays into each other. I thought Catherine's makeup was beautiful. They had some like diamond like rhinestones on her face. Has like the Euphoria makeup trend still. I love the editorial makeup that Euphoria really pushed into the mainstream, and I'm glad that this type of movie utilized that. So I really enjoyed that scene too. It was a quick scene, kind of like a fantasy. Obviously she's intoxicated in the scene, but I thought it was great. It really stood out to me, and all the costumes, like I had mentioned before, I just think were great, and I think that is one particular scene where the costumes and makeups shine. It also brings forth kind of like an auteur film style, which I really enjoyed, and I love that Zelda was able to push that boundary in her debut film. So yeah, it was really good. So yeah, honestly, if you guys even have a little inkling of going to see Lisa Frankenstein, if you have a date that you want to go to and you need somebody to come with you, honestly, go see it. I feel like it'd be a great date movie, great friend movie. Super fun. I went by myself, so if you guys want to do a little solo Valentine's Day, Galentine's Day, great movie to go see. I would definitely give it like a 4 out of 5 stars. So yeah, loved Lisa Frankenstein, and I hope you guys all like it too. Comment down below if you guys have seen it, or if you guys have any other movies that you want to see in the month of February. I know I want to see Driveway Dolls by Ethan Coen, and I also want to see the Bob Marley movie. I think it looks super fun, and I love his music, so I think it'll be great. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you guys for always coming back to my YouTube channel year after year. So yeah, hopefully I'll be making more videos regularly featuring some movie content. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. Please leave it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And like I said, comment down below some other movies you'll see, or if you guys liked Lisa Frankenstein. All right, see you guys in my next video. Bye.